question. What's your dream holiday getaway? Maybe climbing to the top of the Eiffel Tower, riding the gondola along the famous canals of Venice, or soaking up the sun in the pristine beaches of Bali.
If you're in Bali, you have to swing by Bangkok. I mean, it's such a vibrant culture, it'd be irresponsible not to.
But you gotta be ready for those swindlers and scammers who are out to ruin your vacation. Don't fret, because here's your cheat sheet to the 10 common scams in famous tourist attractions. What's up, Factnatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned for our top pick so you don't fall for those sneaky con artists pretending to be your soulmate. Now, sing with me.
At least we're not back at our job.
Number 10. Taxi scams. This is perhaps the oldest trick in the scammer's book, commonly found in Central America, Southern and Southeast Asia, where public transportation like trains and buses isn't that reliable. Sneaky cab drivers have a different MO.
You're gonna ride with me, well then you better sing.
Some drivers will overcharge the passengers, while others will leave you lost in the middle of nowhere if you refuse to pay what they demand. In this clip taken by YouTuber Haley Dasovich, in an airport taxi in Manila, the driver refused to start his taxi meter and forced Haley to pay a fixed fee.
You have to start the meter.
Yes.
Yeah, start the meter, Kuya.
How about that 500?
No, I'm not gonna do this with you.
Pro tip, if you're in doubt, better book an Uber or a Grab car if you're in Asia. Keep watching to see if you almost fell victim to our top 1 swindlers. Number 9. Rental damage. In some destinations, especially those without access to trains and buses, scooters and motorbikes are the best way to explore the town.
One down, 4.
And bike rentals in places like Phuket and Bali can be pretty cheap, ranging from $5 to $10 a day. Just take extra precaution though, because you might have to pay extra when you return your scooter. Rental scammers will tell you that you damaged the bike even when you didn't. From the seat, the mirror, the headlights, they can harass you into paying for the repair. So locals suggest that you only rent from professional rental stores and avoid those sketchy no-name renters you see in the side streets at all costs. Accredited stores will also let you take photos of the bike prior to renting to check for damages that are already there in the first place.
Keep all these pictures until you return your bike. Official companies usually have the contract for every type of bike, where they put all the damages which bike has.
So go ahead, rent a bike. Just deal with professionals when you do. Number 8. Free with a fee. If it's free, you don't have to pay for it, right? Well, apparently not in most tourist places in Europe like Paris, Madrid, and Milan. That friendship bracelet a stranger forcefully put on your wrist at the Sacré-Cœur in Paris?
How long I'm here?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about that.
Yes, sir.
I'm here for 4 or 5 days.
Either they will harass you for a donation or pick your pocket while you're busy arguing with the scammer. And beware those guys putting bird feed on your palms to feed the pigeons in front of the Duomo in Milan.
Good. What is this? What I do? Okay. Woo! Oh, wow, look at that.
Yep, not free either. Just keep your guard up, look straight ahead, and do not accept what these scammers are offering, no matter how friendly they seem, and you should be fine.
No, man. No, man.
Number 7. Pickpocket tricks. Train stations, metros, and buses are a hotbed for pickpockets, so you better heed these warning signs if you don't want to lose your precious valuables.
Quite mistaken. I'd love one. My treat.
First up, there's the newspaper trick, where the con artist gets close to his target and holds up a newspaper in front of him to conceal his dirty deed. He will then use said newspaper to discreetly hide his loot as he walks away. Easy peasy. Tourists lugging a heavy suitcase up and down a metro station are also hot targets for these sticky-fingered thieves. Watch how this professional band of bandits trail an unsuspecting tourist carrying luggage up the metro stairs. And mind you, they don't operate solo. Usually, pickpockets have a designated decoy and lookout. So, a word to the wise, keep an eye out on your belongings while you're in a crowded area. Number 6. ATM scam. Withdrawing from a cash machine in Europe, especially in Berlin, Prague, and Budapest, could be a tricky business because some independent ATMs literally rip cash-strapped tourists off with their exorbitant conversion rates.
Don't take it out, don't take it out. Excuse me. If you have you taken the money out yet? No. Don't take it out. It will rip you off like crazy.
If you really need to withdraw money abroad, here's the trick so you don't fall for this bank scam. When the screen shows you the bank's conversion rate, make sure to choose Reject Conversion, which will lead you to another screen where the bank will ask you to make a decision whether or not you want a fixed exchange rate. Don't be fooled by this though, because it's meant for you to accept the conversion through their deceptive wording. Just choose Reject Conversion once again so that the machine will have no choice but to base the conversion off of current exchange rates. Number 5. Petition scam. Now, this MO aims to appeal to the kind hearts of tourists who are feeling pretty generous with their signatures to help a noble cause. But beware of these guilt trippers if you know what's good for you.
Sir, I'd like you to sign my petition. Yeah.
Get out of my way, you hippie freak.
Young people are the usual perpetrators of this scam. They'll ask you to fill out a survey or sign a petition for advocacy. And then you guessed it, they ask you for money in the form of a donation.
No, no thank you. No, no thanks. No thank you.
The best case scenario is you can easily walk away from the situation like this dude. Worst case, the pesky petitioners might cause a scene, but that's about it. Number 4. Lost ring scam. If you're a married person, or at least you look like it, you might chance upon innocent-looking people like these in Paris who will claim to have found a gold ring out on the street.
No, it's Rick.
If you tell them it's not yours, they will try to sell it to you for a price.
Is it gold? I wonder.
Still, some scammers would go the extra mile and post a fake lost ring ad in front of a jewelry store and then pretend to have found the lost ring. But the catch is, they're rushing to the airport so they can't claim the reward for themselves.
If you've got something on you that you can give to me now, then at least I've got something out of it. Then you can get the £500 tomorrow.
I don't even get any cash on me.
Somebody give this lady a SAG award already for that performance. That's Scam Artist Guild Awards, by the way. Number 3. Fake tickets. Part of the fun in traveling is getting to see some shows and exhibits that the place is known for. Bonus points if you're there just in time for a big event like, say, the Mom's Ball in New Orleans, which is sort of like a private Mardi Gras costume party on steroids. Naturally, when there's high demand, there are swindlers like this one who would lure you into buying the hottest ticket in town from them.
Yeah. I've got a pair of tickets.
How much would you want for your ticket?
$150, and it's one pass and covers 2 people.
But once you get to the entrance, surprise, surprise, your high-priced ticket is nothing but a worthless piece of laminated cardboard. Obviously, the way to avoid this scam is to buy your tickets from legitimate sellers instead of scalpers. When buying tickets online, make sure the website is accredited and pay for your tickets in advance via credit card. Number 2. Fake police. Getting questioned by a police officer in an unfamiliar city is one of the tourists' worst nightmares.
Yeah. All right, could I see your license and registration, please?
I ain't showing you a damn thing, you Nazi.
But you know what's worse? These cops might actually just be con artists. The usual scenario is that 2 men dressed in police uniforms will approach you after, say, someone tries to sell you something illegal, or maybe you purchased some items from a questionable souvenir shop.
Okay. Can I see your passport, please? Yeah. I also need to see your passport.
A piece of advice, never ever hand over your wallet or passport. stolen passports can be sold in the black market and used for identity theft and illegal immigration. Instead, request that you follow them to the nearest police station and try to resolve the issue there. That should scare off the copycat cops.
Maybe you can offer me something else, something a little more personal.
Before we go to our number one pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1. Flirtatious locals. Imagine being approached by an attractive woman while you're out and about at a local nightclub. You take her to your hotel suite where she gets you blind drunk, and as you start to fall asleep, she takes off with your $28,000 Rolex. That's exactly what happened to a man named Arvin Mali in 2016 during a bachelor's party in Miami.
She said, "I don't like boys, I like men."
Wow. So that must have appealed to your ego.
Wow, that was some brutal shade. This reporter is a mood, but I digress. While we don't advise against striking up a conversation with locals and maybe finding your soulmate in the process, keep your guards up for flirtatious locals who might have cruel intentions, because you can't easily trust anyone these days, especially good-looking hustlers.
Their bodies move in unison. So sensual.
So, which of these have you experienced during one of your travels? Let us know how it went in the comment section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Aside from scams, here are other things you must avoid at all cost. Check out our list of the 12 bizarre things you absolutely can't do in America. Till then, stay on guard, fact addicts, and see you in the next video.